जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोधनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय राधा माधव राधे जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा सुभद्रमयी जय सुदर्शना Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bo. Jai Mo Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Ashtotasata Śrīmad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrunda ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Jai. Gaur Premanande, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam namaskrutyam naram chaiva narottamam nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavatyuttama sloke bhaktir bhavati naishnikim krishnaya vasudevaya devaki nandanaya cha nanda gopa kumaraya govindaya namo namaha namah Pankaja Nabhaya Namah Pankaja Maline Namah Pankaja Netraya Namaste Pankajangare. Hare Krishna. Welcome all today this morning session at ISKCON Attapur. Just right now the discussions continuing on the Canto 2, which is the Cosmic Manifestation, Chapter 6. The title is Purusha Sukta confirmed, and the text 42 will be discussing on this, where Karanodayaka Vishnu is master of time, space, cause and effect, mind, elements, false ego, modes of material elements, senses, Virat Roop, Garbhotaka Sai Vishnu. Sum total of all living beings is the first incarnation of Supreme Lord. So this one means all and all, everything is Supreme Lord. So nothing is left out. So we'll discuss more when you are gone into this one. Let us recite the sloka. Adyovataraha Purushaha Parasya Kalaha Swabhavaha Sadasanmanascha Dravyam Vikaro Guna Indriyani Virat Swarat Stansu Charishnu Bhumnaha Adyovataraha Purushaha Parasya Kalaha Swabhavaha Sadasanmanascha Dravyam Vikaro Guna Indriyani Virat Swarat Stansu Charishnu Bhumnaha Adyovataraha Purushaha Parasya Kalaha Swabhavaha Sadasanmanascha Dravyam Vikaro Guna Indriyani Virat Swarat Stansu Charishnu Bhumnaha. Hare Krishna. You can repeat. आद्योतारः पुरुषः परस्य कालः स्वभावः सदसन्मनश्च द्रव्यं विकारो गुण इन्द्रियाणि विराट स्वरास्तान् सुचरिष्णु भूम्नः आद्योऽवतार पुरुषः परस्य कालस्वभावः सदसन्मनश्च द्रव्यं विकारो गुण इन्द्रियाणि विराट स्वराट्स्तान् सुचरिष्णु भूम्नः आद्योऽवतारः पुरुषः परस्य कालः स्वभावः सदसन्मनश्च द्रव्यं विकारो गुण इन्द्रियाणि विराट स्वराट्स्तान् सुचरिष्णु भूम्नः आद्योऽवतारः पुरुषः परस्य कालः स्वभावः सदसन्मनश्च द्रव्यं विकारो गुण इन्द्रियाणि विराट स्वराट्स्तान् सुचरिष्णु भूम्नः. Anybody? आद्योऽवतारः पुरुषः परस्य काला स्वभावः सदसन्मनश्च द्रव्यं विकारो गुण इन्द्रियाणि विराट स्वराट्स्तान् सुचरिष्णु भूम्नः. Amen. That's it. Let us synonyms, word to word meaning. Adyaha, first. Avataraha, incarnation. Purushaha, Karanodaka Sai Vishnu. Parasya, of the Lord. Kala, time. Swabhavaha, space. Sat, result. Asat, cause. Mana, mind. Cha, also. Dravyam, elements. Vikaraha, material ego. Guna, modes of nature. Indriyani, senses. Virat, the complete whole body. Swarat, Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. Stanshu, immovable. Cherishnu, movable. Bhumnaha, of the Supreme Lord. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. Karanodaka Sai Vishnu is the first incarnation of the Supreme Lord. And and he is the master of eternal time. Can you read, Prabhu?
Ego, the moods of nature, the senses, the universal form of the Lord, Garbhodaka Vishnu, and the sum total of all living beings, both moving and non-moving. Purport. That the material creation is not permanent has been discussed many times here in before. The material creation is but a temporary exhibition of the material energy of the Almighty God. This material manifestation is necessary to give a chance to the conditioned souls who are unwilling to associate with the Lord in the relationship of loving transcendental service. Such unwilling conditioned souls are not allowed to enter into the liberated life of spiritual existence because at heart they are not willing to serve. Instead, they want to enjoy themselves as imitation gods. The living entities are constitutionally eternal servitor of Lord, but some of them, because of misusing their independence, do not wish to serve. Therefore, they are allowed to enjoy the material nature, which is called Maya or illusion. It is called illusion because the living beings under the clutches of Maya are not factually enjoyers, although they think that they are being illusioned by Maya. Such illusion living entities are given a chance at intervals to rectify their perverted mentality of becoming false masters of the material nature. And they are imparted lessons from the Vedas about their eternal relationship with the Supreme Lord Krishna. Videsha sarver ahameva vedya. So the temporary creation of the material manifestation is an exhibition of the material energy of the Lord. And to manage the whole, so the Supreme Lord incarnates himself as the Karnodakshaya Vishnu, just as magistrate is deputed by the government to manage affairs temporarily. This Karnodakshaya Vishnu causes the manifestation of material creation by looking over his material energy. Sakshata. In the first volume of this book, we have already discussed to some extent the explanation of the words Jagraha Paurusham Rupam. The duration of the illusory play of material creation is called a kalpa. And we have already discussed the creations taking place in kalpa after kalpa by his incarnation and the activities of his potencies. The complete ingredients of creation, namely time, space, cause, result, mind, the gross and subtle elements and their interactional mood of nature, goodness, passion and ignorance. And then the senses and their reservoir source, the gigantic universal form as the second incarnation, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. And all living beings, both moving and standing, which come out of the second incarnation, all became manifested. Ultimately, all these creative elements and the creation itself are but manifestations of Supreme Lord's potencies. Nothing is independent of the control of Supreme Being. This first incarnation in the material creation, namely Karnodakshaya Vishnu, is the plenary part of original personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, described in Brahma Samhita as follows. Yasyeka niswasita kalam athavalambhya jivanti loma vilaja jagat anda natha Vishnur maha sa yasya kalpa vishesho govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. All the innumerable universes are maintained only during the breathing period of Mahavishnu or Karnodakshaya Vishnu, who is only a plenary portion of Govinda, the original personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Om Agnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chekshunnitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamsa Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunadanitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Sri Chaitanya Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Sri Visakani Chamsa Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Shubhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Krupa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Welcome you all to this morning Bhagavatam session. I seek blessings of all Vaishnavas who are all here, and so that I can able to speak little, because I I don't have any qualification because of Acharyas, Prabhupada and Guru and all Vaishnavas trying to speak and discuss something among all of devotees here. So, as in said in Bhagavatam, there are different levels of understanding and realizations. So, I don't have any much realization, but I'm trying to repeat what other devotees nowadays available lot of audio videos. So, just I looked at some of them. I'm trying to repeat. So, if any mistakes are there, please excuse me and bless me so that I will be able to improve my things. So, the discussion happening in this chapter 2, the canto 2 and chapter 6 on this, initially Narada asked some questions to Brahmaji and saying that Brahma, you are the Supreme Lord, like, because he has not seen anybody else other than Brahma. So then Brahma was answering Narada. So I'm not, of course, what you are saying is right, because you are seeing me only, because there is, behind me there is Supreme Lord. So there are different 6 questions. We're not discussed because we are already discussing this many times. So Brahma is answering to Narada, and these are the things, the recap of the few slokas like 40 and 41. 2 days back, Sarvachis Prabhu has mentioning about purity, the fire and etc. The personality of Godhead is pure, being free from all contaminations of material things. Yes, he is the absolute truth and the embodiment of full and perfect knowledge. He is all pervading, without beginning or end, and without rival. O Narada, O great sage, the great thinkers can know him when completely freed from all material hankerings and when sheltered under undisturbed conditions of the senses. Otherwise, by untenable arguments, all is distorted and the Lord disappears from our sight. So today's 42 is the, we read, again let us repeat. Translate. Karnadak Sai Vishnu is the first incarnation of the Supreme Lord, and he is the master of eternal time, space, cause and effects, mind, the elements, the material ego, the modes of nature, the senses, the universal form of the Lord, Garbhodak Sai Vishnu, and the sum total of all living beings, both moving and non-moving. So here clearly indicates, so nothing else left, everything is Supreme Lord. So in fact, we are seeing only here material things. Based on what we see here, generally, we decide, this is what, this is what. But we have not seen so many things. Doesn't mean, like Prabhupada many times mentions, there are people who are in villages, they have not seen America, they don't know about America. But some people know about America, and people have gone America, they have seen. But who have not seen America, sometimes if they say, no, there is nothing like America, But they can say, like, there are people can argue. Because unless we see only, people believe, That Prabhupada also writes in many places, like there are different types of people. One people are like jnanis, from the beginning they know. Then second category, who by hearing they will accept things. Some people by seeing they will accept. And fourth is by having the experience, And people who have experience also, they don't, believe, they argue, still continue. So they are like murk, So that is the fifth category. So like many people are there, even in the today's world, there are many people who can see videos. People talk so many things. Actually, there is no God, Otherwise, someone says God is impersonal. So many things, I was hearing on a video of Amoglela Prabhu. He was mentioning there was one philosopher, so who was mentioning that God, created this universe within 6 days, and he got tired and he died. So he says like that. So then, and he, in fact, I have read him about this one. He's not accepting the God, He says people are accepting God just, instead of solving their problem, just putting everything on God, and they are not working, So they are, keeping things aside. They are not working. So he says we have to solve our problems, something like that, And when he died, Amoghlela Prabhu said, when he died, because he says God is dead, so his name, something is there, I have noted. He writes, undersign, God is dead. So when he died, someone commented, his name was there, so he died. So underline signed God. so something like that. So he definitely everyone has to die. Of course, God never dies because he is not born. So there is no birth, so there is no death. So all and all, so God is everything. Who? Yeah, Nischij something. I have put it a name here. Nichij, N-I-E-T-Z-S, I cannot pronounce also. German name. Sri Radha Madhav ki jai, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maya ki jai, Gaur Nitai ki jai, and Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So here mentioning the Karanodaka Sai Vishnu is the first incarnation. Yes, so the Karanodaka Sai from Mahavishnu. So the first incarnation, Karanodaka Sai Vishnu comes, From there, the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, where the Brahma comes from his lotus, from his navel on a lotus. So there is a large stem on which Brahma is sitting. Even Brahma also not aware where is he, who is he. When he started meditating on Supreme Lord, then he got the, through his mind, he got the knowledge. Then Brahma was instructed to create this universe, Then after this, Brahma did the secondary creation actually. The first creation done by already Supreme Lord. So, then third incarnation is the Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu, where Vishnu enters into each and every atom, each and every living being, everywhere. So, Chaitanya Charitamrita Adilela 5.77 says that he who knows these three Purusha avatars becomes liberated from the clutches of Maya. So, by knowing these avatars, I don't know. Now we already know, I think we all get liberation, I don't know. Maybe Prabhu can comment. Knowing means, may not be just knowing theoretically, so we may have to have full realization, I think. So, this we have seen earlier, so Virat Roop. So, from Karnagodak Sai Vishnu, from Garbhodak Sai Vishnu comes. From Garbhodak Sai Vishnu comes the Virat Roop actually. So, Virat Roop is in between Garbhodak Sai and the Jivas who are all there, we are all. So, where we are all part of the Virat Roop. We can see in Virat Roop, everyone is in the Virat Roop. The four Yuvas. So, in the avatars are categorized into 6 categorization, 6 numbers. What are all the things? So, Purusha avatars. Just now we have seen Purusha avatars. 3 Purusha avatars. Then Leela avatars. Guna avatars, Manvantara avatars, Yuga avatars and Shakti Avesha avatars. Anybody can say Leela avatars? What are Leela avatars? Yeah. There are so many Leela avatars, but out of which we generally say Dasa avatars, we generally categorize them into. Then Purusha avatars we studied. So Krishna first incarnated as the 3 Purusha avatars, Karnodaka Sai Vishnu. So anyway, we've done it. Leela avatars, a list of all avatars, past times which have happened. So who are all that? Mentioned in the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Kumaras, 4 Kumaras, Chatus Kumaras, Narada, Varaha, Matsya, Yajna, Naranarayana, Kardami, Dattatreya, Asya Sirsa, Hamsa, Dhruvapriya or Pasnigarbha, Rishnigarbha, Rishabha, Prithu, Narasimha, Korma, Dhanvantri, Mohini, Vamana, Bhargava, Parasurama, Ramachandra, Vyasa, Pralambari, Balarama, Krishna, Buddha, Kalki. So few more yet to come. Kalki is yet to come. Otherwise, these are all came. So next is Guna Avtaras. We know there are 3 Guna Avtaras. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, we say all the time. So they are the Adhipatis for Gunas, 3 Gunas, Sattva, Rajo, Tamo Gunas. They are the controllers of these 3 Gunas. But when talking about Shiva, people say mode of ignorance in Tamo Guna. But actually Shiva is not in ignorant. But he is the Adhipati. He takes care of, he is a controller of ignorance. So like Prabhupada mentions, like in a jail, the jailer is though he most of the time you see him in jail, should not think that he is also jailed, but he is the controller of that jail. So similarly, Shiva is like a control of Tamoguna. So these are all Adhipatis. Then Manvantara Avtaras. Brahma's one day is equal to 1000 Chaturyugas. So in Bhagavad Gita also sloka comes, What is that? Sahasra yuga paryantam aharyat brahmano viduhu. Ratrim yuga sahasrantam te aho ratro viduhu. So Brahma's one day is 1000 Chaturyugas. In one day of Brahma, how many? These Manvantras happened, 14 Manvantras. So Manu also known as father of mankind. So each Manu there are 14 Manus. Those are the names. Anybody can read? I think maybe spelling wrong. Okay. So these are the Manvantras, Avtaras. Then Yuga Avtaras. Each Yuga, there is one Avatara. I missed one of this one, I don't know. In Satya Yuga, the white, right? Who is that? I miss, Hamsa Avatar. Okay, so Krishna appears as an incarnation in every millennium. He assumes different colors: white, red, black, and yellow. So we know these 3 things. So Prabhu has clarified. So first is Hamsa Avatar. Then we can see in Treta Yuga, Rama, the red color. Then Dwapara Yuga, black color, Krishna came in black. And in Kali Yuga, and as a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes under yellow color, taking the Radha Rani's color. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. So we know different yugas, cycles, different yugas, spans, like each yuga. Kali Yuga, is 432,000 years. And double of that is the Dwapara Yuga. And 3 times of that is the Treta Yuga, and I think something, and Satya Yuga is 4 times of Kali Yuga. So all these things together, it is 10 times. That is the Chatur Yuga. Like the 1000 yugas will become one day of Brahma. Then Shaktyavesh Avataras, and also Vibhutis. Lord comes sometimes directly himself, or sometimes he sends his representative, different times he will send representatives. And the scriptures mentioning there is no limit of these avatars. And when he empowers some certain people for certain activities, so they will come and they will perform those activities on behalf of Supreme Lord. four Kumaras are is mentioning as Jnana Shakti. So Lord has given them Shakti to display their Jnana. So knowledge. So four Kumaras have the lot of knowledge which they received from the Supreme Lord. So Jnana Shakti. Because of Jnana Shakti, the four Kumaras have they have performed their things in their preachings. Then Narada exhibits the bhakti. So he is coming from the bhakti Shakti. Lord has given him the bhakti Shakti. So he always, Narada always, performed this bhakti. He is a Triloka Sanchari. He goes everywhere. He preaches. But most of the time in movies, Narada being shown as, he is the giving the disputes, between the people. He's also some people shown, especially in Telugu movies, like, should not say a word like Joker, like they will show actually, But Narada is not like that actually. We have seen now in Bhagavatam when you are reading. So how Narada is, so he is helping Narayana, he is helping the Supreme Lord. And of course, what our Supreme Lord is doing for our benefit. Okay. So but we are not seeing those benefits, That is how Narada is performing all those activities. Then Brahma has given the Shakti to creation, for the creation, Srushti, to make this Srushti. So Srushti Shakti has been given to Brahma so that he will make this creation, So wonderful creation, we are seeing, each and every part, And scientists are wondering, what is this creation, They are unable to understand. So they always remove Lord and they are trying to understand independently without Lord. So we can never understand, So many people ask, which is first? Is hen is first, egg is first, is a tree plant is first or the seed is first, So because say seed, if you say seed is first, they say how the seed came, without the tree, So when or someone says egg, means how egg came without the hen. So they will argue like that. So Lord has given. So he said, I am the seed giving Father. He is giving the seed, Supreme Lord. Then another Shakti Avatara is there, King Prithu. Maintain Palana Shakti. He has given the Palana Shakti. He has wonderfully did the kingdom. He ruled the kingdom wonderfully. So he has been given that such Shakti by Supreme Lord. Then Parashurama has given the Dushta Naksha Shakti. Nasha. Dushta Nasha Shakti. So Parashurama has given Dushta Nasha Shakti. So with that Shakti, Parashurama has destroyed all the Dushta Shaktis. Veda-Vyasa given the Shakti, I don't know what is the name. I compile the Vedas. He has given in Sanskrit. What name we can give? I don't know. I like Shakti. So then other is Vibhutis. Supreme Lord Krishna said in Bhagavatam, so many Vibhutis he displayed. Like Indra, I am the Indra, he says. I am Chandra, Varuna, Vayu. So these are all different types of Vibhutis. So Lord mentioned he is all and all elements he is mentioning. So how the Srushti came? So Lord has got different energies. So with his energies, all these things we can see, like Bhagavan, the Supreme Lord. From him comes these three different energies we can see. Yogamaya, then Jiva Shakti, Tatastha Shakti, that is the Tatastha Shakti. Then Mahamaya, which is his external energy. So these are all the three different energies of Supreme Lord. They will act for the different requirements. So when Supreme Lord, when he does the Drishtipat, when he glances, when they glances at Pradhan, And actually he creates Kala Shakti. So Kala Shakti is nothing but, I was hearing this one from the video by Amogalila Prabhu. He wonderfully presented this. I tried to capture some of them, majority of the things I am trying to display here. Please excuse me if any mistakes or any missing things. So Kala Shakti, he says, is nothing but a Shiva. Like Shiva is there, if you see the Shivalinga, the top one, which he says is the Shiva. The bottom one, the round one, he says it is the Prakriti, So they are together, it is called the, Shiva and the Prakriti. He is there in eternal time. So there was a story, I don't know from where I did see in Bhagavatam, but forefathers used to tell, like Brahma, Vishnu and Ishvara, there was someone asked, can you see the end of this Shivalinga? Like there is eternal time basically. Can you see the end of that one? So they sense. So Brahma says, yeah. Shiva says, no, I couldn't see. I could not see the end of the beginning. So Brahma says, yes, I saw that. So he lied actually. So then that time, I heard, but I don't know. Please don't take my words fully. But what I heard from seniors, that then Vishnu, because when he lied it, so earlier Brahma used to have 5 heads, because he lied it, so Vishnu, cut off his 5th one head. So then after that he became only Chaturbhuka Brahma. So that is what I heard, but I don't know is it right or wrong. Maybe anybody can correct me. This is what I used to hear from some Puranas, but how true it is, from which Purana it is coming, I don't know. So anyway, so this is the Shiva Kala Shakti. When this Kala Shakti, this Mahamaya mixed with this Kala Shakti, it becomes Pradhana. That is also called Nishkriya Prakriti. Nishkriya Prakriti. So from Mahamaya, 2 things comes with this Dushtipat Vanekabat, Pradhan, and Avidya also comes. Avidya. When this Pradhan, again, from this Kala Shakti, becomes Mahattattva. It comes into a Mahattattva. Then from Mahattattva, there are different gunas will come. No, Mahattattva, it comes the Ahankar. From Ahankar, it will consisting of 3 gunas, which is, you all know what are the 3 gunas, Rajoguna, Tamoguna and Sattvaguna. These are the 3 gunas. And from Rajoguna comes the different senses and intelligence. So what are the 2 types of senses? Working senses and knowledge acquiring senses. So from working senses, we get what are all those 5 elements? Hands, legs, voice, genitals and anus. These are the 5 things. These are the 5 working senses. Then knowledge acquiring senses are what? Can anybody? Ears, skin, eyes. Yeah, these are the 5 knowledge acquiring senses. Then intelligence is there, buddhi. Then from buddhi, it comes first, initially comes the sky or ether. From there comes the air. From air comes the fire. And from fire comes the water. From water comes the earth. So these are the 5 great elements. We always say Panchabhutas, Then from Tamoguna comes the sense objects. Sense objects are coming from Tamoguna. Which are them? The sound, touch, shape, taste, smell. So these are the 5 things. So they are related with from sky, the sound. The sound is in the sky. When the air, the touch comes, right? Touch. They're related actually, air and touch. When the air comes, you can feel sound, you can get the sound also, and also touch. You can see whenever you feel cold or hot. So that is coming from air in the environment. So the air, you can see the sound also. From air you can see sound. And also we can get the touch. Then fire, we can have the three characteristics, which is sound also will come. When the blazing fire is there, you can see the sound also. Then you can see the touch also. You can see the very warm, very hot. Then also there is a shape. Now shape coming from there. Now, till then there was no shape actually. It was only sound and touch. After that, now shape has come. Then after that fire comes the water, next element. From water we can see anyway sound is there. Touch also will be there in that. Then shape will be there. And taste. Another characteristic came is the taste. Supreme Lord said, Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, I am the taste in water. So whenever we see water, so Prabhupada says always you should remember the Supreme Lord. Then water, there comes the fifth element, earth. So when the earth is there, from the earth we can have an additional characteristic is that smell. We can feel the smell, especially when during summer, when the earth is very hot, when the rain comes, we can see a very nice fragrance, We used to observe, in our village, but I don't know in Hyderabad and all, I have not seen that smell. Anyway, so these are the elements. So in our Shastra, that is always mentioned about 24 elements we mention. So which are the 24 elements? We can see these working senses, 5 working senses, then 5 knowledge acquiring senses, 10, then these 5 from the intelligence, these 5 Panchabhutas, so total 15, then sense objects 5, so total 20 has come. Then 21 element is, you can see, I have marked here somewhere. I missed it, okay. Mind, intelligence and ego, intelligence 21, mind 22 and ego, these are 23. Then Jiva, soul is the 24th element and Supreme Lord is 25th. But in Shastras also I think different notations also have been given. That's what I have seen. But this is generally a notation. We take these numbers 24 elements. When avidya mixed with this prakriti, mixed with different gunas. When avidya mixed with rajoguna, karma comes, karma produces. Karma is due to avidya and rajoguna. Combined together, the karma happens. But when you are doing some karma means that is because of especially material things we are talking. We are not talking about the transcendental things. That is are totally different actually. Especially when you are talking with these 24 elements, material point of view, when you talk this any karma, any activity anybody is doing, that is because of avidya. That is avidya plus rajoguna due to that. Otherwise, they will not be doing work. So, otherwise, what they will do? Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam saranam vaja. So, we will do only Supreme Lord's activity. So, that is not comes under rajoguna or avidya. So, that is totally different. Otherwise, this is a karma, all the karmas. So, then avidya mixing with this prakriti and especially from tamoguna comes this so-called knowledge, that is material knowledge, that is jadavidya. Jadavidya comes. So all these now we all studied so far, other than temple Bhagavatam, so are all avidya only. Prabhupada writes many places. What are all this modern education? That is actually avidya. We are not helping ourselves. We are only spoiling our internal soul by educating this modern knowledge. We are going opposite direction. We are supposed to go towards Supreme Lord. That is the vidya. All the shastras are giving us the real Vidya, that is the Brahma Vidya. We are supposed to have the Brahma Vidya. We are not learning Brahma Vidya. We are only learning Jada Vidya. Everyone is learning Jada Vidya. Prabhupada says someone has a degree. So the degree is for our indicating how Jada we are. We are certifying. I am so unqualified to do the, spiritual activities. So you are certifying in so and so person. And on the top of that, they are all being given additional awards, What is that? Padma Shri award and another award, so many awards, Yeah, Nobel prizes, so many things actually. For the Jada Vidya, for Avidya is being given awards actually. People who are doing like Prabhupada did so wonderful thing. How many people have recognized him, So all these scientists, they get awards, And yeah. So this is how, these are all the 24 elements described. And also another point he was mentioning that when you have the fire is like Krishna. Like Krishna, you can see the big fire, it is Krishna. And nearby fire, you can see the big sparks. They are the Swanshu. So they are the Nitya Siddhas. They are all Nitya Siddhas. And the small beyond that fire is the floating, going far away from fire. The small sparks, those are all our we jivas, going away from Krishna. Want to enjoy this material world, So those are all the small parts, It will become ash if you are not connected with the main fire. It is there here, on the left side corner. So this is how the things when you are considering that the quality, we are all the quality of was like Krishna only, but quantity wise we are very small. We are flying far, going away from Krishna. So that is why we got stuck in this material world and struggling for existence. So when you go back to Krishna, then we will be also part of Krishna. We can enjoy the spiritual world. So I just depicted all the things. Hope I covered these points in this one. Then going back, so Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 10.8, Aham sarvasya prabho mattah sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvita. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. This is how all these our shastras, Krishna is giving us all these shastras, and we are so fortunate. Srila Prabhupada has given us all these things in a simple manner to us to understand the Supreme Lord. So otherwise we can't understand this whole Bhagavatam. The Bhagavatam consisting of how many? 18,000 slokas. The other day I was at Ujjain on Mataji from Vrindavan. Daivashakti Mataji was mentioning. So we should study, scrutinize each sloka. She says we have to study for 1 month, each sloka. If you start studying each sloka for 1 month, 18,000 slokas 1 months, 18,000 months, I don't know how many years, so many years. So we can't even understand, maybe we can't even complete one canto, to understand. So that much vast knowledge is there to understand the Supreme Lord. So, what I'm trying to say is that to our understanding of these shastras are very limited. So that is why we have to take it from what simple way Srila Prabhupada has given us to always connect with the Supreme Lord Krishna, by following all the events, all the programs Prabhupada has given us since morning from 4:30 onwards, attending Mangala Arati, Then we have these classes, chanting, we have 2 hours Hare Krishna mantra meditation. Then we have the Bhagavatam class. then you have the prasadam, then book distribution, all the things we are centered around the Supreme Lord. So that way we will not miss Supreme Lord. We will be, then we will be away from avidya. Otherwise we will be connected with Maya. So all these 24 elements, we will be with the 24 elements. Unless we give up these 24 elements and come to the spiritual one, Vidya. So that is your Vidya. The problem is why we are here is, I was hearing other day one video. So that is because of avidya only. We are anadikal, from the beginningless. We are in avidya. Venugopal Prabhu, he mentions. So avidya, since beginning. There is no beginning, from beginningless. We are in avidya. Because why avidya? Because we left Krishna. So we didn't have vidya. Now we have, because of the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we are getting vidya, this shastra. We are learning so that we can go away from avidya and can do our spiritual activities so that we can go into the path towards spiritual abode, where we can reach Krishna. Prabhupada says, just follow my four regulative principles, do 16 rounds chanting, just have Krishna prasadam, and just follow these things. Then you will get a Krishna. So that is what Prabhupada always says. So let us try to stick to these things and do the Hare Krishna mantra regularly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This very deep subject. I try to speak little bit, so someone else would have been presented nicely, explained. There are so many slides are there, so it is a time, so stop here. Anybody can add something, maybe Radhakant Prabhu or all these Prabhus add something, or maybe can ask any questions. Yeah, Prabhu. Ahankar 20, the numbering may be here, there, so maybe. So what I have noted from the Amogha Leela Prabhu's slides, so yeah. 24 is Jeva, right? Then Supreme Lord is 25, so. Anything wrong, Prabhu? Is it? There is one number says unmanifested 3 gunas or something, it comes actually, I don't know, this numbering, maybe. Hare Krishna. Did I mention Leela? It is there in both, right? Narada is there in both, I think. Is it? Shakti Avatar is there, Narada. In Leela Avatar also I put it. Narada. I don't know. I have taken from our ISKCON Desiratory. It is there in ISKCON Desiratory I have taken. They may be there in both, right? Not possible? Yeah. No, but it is mentioned there are 2 types. One is he do direct. Okay. I don't know, maybe because I collected this information from ISKCON Desiratory. Yeah. Anyway, I downloaded it from ISKCON Desiratory. Sorry? Okay. Manvantra Avataras. Swarochisha maybe. Sarvabhauma is written. Is it Sarvabhauma is there? 14 months. Okay. You add something, Prabhu. Shall we stop, Prabhu? Unless you add something. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। ऑल वैष्णवों की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। हरे कृष्णा।